There's a way in which you can book 3 to 5 sales calls on LinkedIn using a secret strategy which is based around audio messages. So first of all, what is a LinkedIn voice note? And it's really typically about a 30-second audio message that you can send via LinkedIn DM. It can be up to 60 seconds, but generally 30 seconds works best. And it's available on the LinkedIn mobile app. So it's basically like leaving a voicemail, but in a direct message. You record your message, you hit send, and it appears in the inbox as an audio file so that someone can listen to it at their convenience. And because it's audio, it feels personal, it feels human, and it really stands out. So you might be thinking, well, why do they work so well? And the first thing is it's novelty because almost no one uses them. So when someone receives a voice note, they think, well, what's this? This is different. The second thing is personalization. Because they hear your voice, it's not a generic text message, it's actually you speaking directly to them. The third thing is effort, because recording a voice note takes more effort than just typing a text, and this signals that you actually care. And the fourth thing is connection, because audio builds rapport faster than text. Because they hear your tone, your energy, and your personality, you'll find that response rates can be between 40 and 60% compared to 5 to 10% for a text-based direct message. Now, when should you use voice notes? It's really after someone engages with your content. Maybe they liked or commented on a post, and at that point, you know they're warm. So a voice note is absolutely perfect. You can also use them after someone accepts your connection request because they've shown interest. A voice note will build the relationship. So use them when following up with a warm prospect, someone who's been on your radar or engaged with you or hasn't booked a call with you yet. Don't necessarily use them for cold outreach. If someone doesn't know you, a voice note may be a little bit heavier, but it is better than generally sending a direct message. So use them at your own discretion, but these are the scenarios where they can work best for you. So the voice note formula, really, you want to try and focus it on being around 30 seconds broken into 4 parts. The first one is just a quick greeting, few seconds, right? So, hey, Sarah, it's Alex. The second part is then the context and a quick compliment, right? So you might say something like, I saw your post about LinkedIn lead gen yesterday. It was a really insightful take on the algorithm. The third part is then your value-based offer. I just put together a resource on building a 50K pipeline in 90 days that I thought you'd find valuable. And then the fourth is a CTA. Would you like me to send it over? And that's it. 30 seconds, simple, personal, and effective. And of course, you tailor that pitch to your particular offer and your particular company. So a full script example could be, hey John, it's Alex. I saw you liked my post on LinkedIn content strategy yesterday. I actually put together a free guide on the exact framework I use to generate leads on LinkedIn. Would you like me to send it over? Let me know. So you can see that's only about 20-25 seconds. It's personal, it references their engagement, and it offers value with a clear call to action as well. Here's another example. Hey Sarah, it's Alex. Thanks for connecting. I checked out your profile. Love what you're doing with your consulting business. I help B2B consultants build predictable pipelines on LinkedIn. And if you're open to it, I'd love to share a quick case study on how we helped a client go from 0 to 50K in just 90 days. Does that sound good? So again, this is about 25-30 seconds, but it's warm, it's specific. It actually adds some value and it invites a response. So how do you actually record a voice note? All you need to do is go onto the LinkedIn mobile app, and voice notes are only available on mobile, not desktop. Then go to a DM conversation and tap the microphone icon in the bottom right hand corner. Tap the button basically and hold it to record, and you've got up to 60 seconds, but again, aim for 20 to 30. And then you want to release and then send when it's time to actually send it. So you can practice first. You can record a few test ones to yourself just to make sure that you sound natural, sound confident, and then you can go on to sending them to prospects. So some of the best practices is to keep it under 30 seconds. Shorter is generally better because people are just busy. Smart while you talk. People can actually hear it in your voice. Make sure that you sound personable. Use their name. Personalization matters. And try and just feel conversational, not too scripted. Just try and speak naturally, even if you do have a script in front of you. And then end with a clear question or call to action like, would you like me to send it over, or does that sound good? Because this then invites an actual response. Now, the outreach process you want to go through is to identify 10 to 15 warm prospects each day. These are people who have engaged with your content. Maybe they've accepted a connection request or they're in your target audience, and then send personalized voice notes using the formula we just covered. When they then respond, follow up with value. So send them a resource, a case study, an insight, and then invite them to book a call, such as, if you'd like to chat about how we can help you to build a predictable pipeline, here's my calendar link. And your goal is 3 to 5 book calls each week with a 40 to 60% response rate, and this can absolutely be achievable. Now, here are some of the common mistakes to avoid. The first one is sending voice notes to cold prospects. if they don't know who you are, start with text, right? And then you can ease your way into it. Although there are some scenarios where actually experimenting with voice notes to cold can actually be helpful. So it is worth testing both and seeing what response rates you get. But generally, it's worth starting with text, getting in the flow of things, and then evolving into voice. The next thing is just rambling for 60 seconds. Try and really keep it concise around that 20 to 30 second mark. Just get to the point. You also don't want to sound robotic or sound scripted. Be conversational, right? Just be yourself, be fluid. And also make sure that you include a clear call to action. Always end with a question or an invitation. So keep it warm, short, natural, and actionable, right? And what you'll see is that you're going to have a much better response rate overall because more people will listen and respond. And you're going to find that because it's just more unique, those response rates will compound, and this could be a complete game changer from you. It will also make you stand out, build rapport faster, and get you to that point of booking 3 to 5 calls much faster than you would see from only focusing on text. So use this to your advantage. And this is part of the type of thing that we cover here at Influx at our agency to help our clients to generate qualified leads on autopilot through LinkedIn with a minimum guarantee of at least $50,000 in net new pipeline within 90 days. So if you'd like to see the full breakdown, how we exactly go about this type of process, I've left a link in the description box below where you'll be able to learn and understand a bit more about our approach so that you can implement these types of strategies for yourself or potentially engage us to have us do it completely on your behalf. Now, if you've also found this video helpful and insightful, please do take a second to press the like button, leave a thoughtful comment, to share and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.